Time for baseball on the show from the bank. Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. We celebrate Jackie Robinson. Clayton Kershaw, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. EK, what do you got?
He threw a real gem in his last game. Complete game shutout. He'll look to repeat that kind of performance here.
Gregory Polanco is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Kershaw's ready. 0-2 pitch on its way. And now a slider is swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is set down to open up the ball game. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Steve, what do they have to do to take down a very hot team here on the road?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And here's a sinker that causes him to back away, as that just about got him.
Well, I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. Well, pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
First baseman
Jeff Bagwell will stride in now as he'll enter play as the second leading hitter in the entire National League. That evens it up 1-1. Runners on first with 1 down. Hot shot on the ground is short, and that's through for a hit. Kyle Schwarber steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. And a high strike there, 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time, ball 1.
And you'd be in trouble at the plate if you fell behind 0-2 against this guy, so he's fortunate to hold up in time.
Ready on 1-2. Hit hard toward the right side. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. Long throw to the plate, and he is in there. Into the box, Matt Duffy. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. 2-0.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
The throw home, and they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Tom Noonan set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. 1-2. Here it comes. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Jose Fernandez, the Cuban-born right-hander, will be on the mound to start. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, Matty, in his last start, he went 6 innings. Didn't have a favorable outcome, ended up taking the loss, but he was relatively decent. We'll look to build on that here.
Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now. You get that feeling that'll be a pitch we see a lot of as this game goes along.
And when he's throwing that thing good, a lot of times that's where it winds up. So these guys are going to have to prove they can lay off that thing in the dirt, or they're going to keep seeing it.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Yeah, you could tell right there. 0-2, he's just thinking about protecting the plate. And he nearly chased a bad one there, but he caught himself at the last possible instant.
Hot shot down the line, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. This is line to left, and that's a base hit, so the leadoff man's aboard to start off the home half of the first.
Batting second,
Troy Tulowitzki will stand in now. 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday.
Yeah, not really a great performance for him yesterday, but that's just part of this ball game. You have to know that those rough ones are going to come up and bite you every once in a while.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Here's a high pop-up. Bagwell is there for it. 1 away. Bryce Harper gets his first opportunity now. Runner at first with 1 gone.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate that the number 2 guy couldn't at least move that leadoff man into scoring position. And that makes it a little tougher on the middle of the order to drive in that early run.
Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the... Francisco Cervelli will stride in now. Back in the lineup after being limited to pinch hit duties in yesterday's ball game. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Hard hit towards center. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. And with that, let's take a look at how the Phils will set up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1 to 2-2 now. And Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2.
He tried to get him to bite on that pitch, but it was way out of the zone there. It didn't even tempt him. Now he'll need to make a much better pitch here on a 3-2 count.
Abraham Almonte takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. Tries to go the other way as this is hit in the air down the right field line. Harper is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Gregory Polanco will dig in for a second time. A strikeout victim opening up the ball game. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
You see right there on the graphic, these first 2 innings have been costly pitch-wise. He's at 35 already, and he's only through an inning and 2/3.
Pitch inside the throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Fought off at the plate, and will do it again. Kershaw comes set. Here's the delivery. Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Taylor. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1. Yasmani Tomas strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. David Ortiz will get his first chance at it now. Didn't factor much into the win yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the ball game. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Right side defense aligned perfectly. There is Desmond. Throw on to first, and that takes care of Big Papi for out number 2. Matt Adams gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. The city's founder, William Penn, seen there at Top City Hall here in Philadelphia, as we welcome you back to baseball on the show. Rougned Odor is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Under it is Harper, and Bryce has got it for the first out.
Now batting.
Jeff Bagwell strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Kershaw looks in. Here he comes 0-1. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Gregorius is there. On to first as the throw takes care of him, and it's a quick 2-up, 2-down start to the third.
Left fielder. Kyle
Settling in now, Kyle Schwarber. He reached on a single in his first try. Chop foul right at home plate at strike one. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
And I'll tell you, being in a two-strike hole is not the spot you want to be in against a guy like this.
Too high. 1-2. Line towards center field. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
now batting.
Matt
Third
Duffy
baseman.
stands in for the second time.
Duffy.
Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Skied into straightaway right. Harper is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Brewers. Didi Gregorius digs into the box in
Leading
the
off
bottom
for
of
the
inning
Phillies.
number 3.
Second baseman, Didi Gregorius.
Got him to go up the ladder there for strike one.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2. Swing and a miss as it's dropped behind the plate. Cervelli corrals it, and the throw is there to record the first out.
Batting eighth. Center
Michael
fielder,
Taylor will stand in. He drove in one of the 2 runs in yesterday's ball game. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
And he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Well, he doesn't look very settled up there right now, and I guess that's an easy thing to do when you're facing a guy who throws as hard as this guy does.
Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, he's had a lot of guys swinging at pitches out of the strike zone early on, so it's a great idea to go ahead and bounce one there on 0-2.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. Brian Holiday will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
2 out, nobody on. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Pretty painless. Tom Noonan is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
The designated hitter.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. High in the air out to center field. Taylor moves over. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Francisco Cervelli stands in for the second time. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Heading out towards shallow right. Harper on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting. Shortstop.
Ian Desmond is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a 3rd time.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Kershaw into the windup. Here's the 1-2. Hit hard to short. Tulowitzki on the grass. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up. George Brett will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
And you know, guys, I just love the way he went the other way with that. Now I'm interested to see if he has a similar approach in this at-bat.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. That's wide, 2-0. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Almonte is calling for it. Makes the play, 1 away.
The batter,
Troy Tulowitzki in now. Popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
Oh, he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
Looking at Tulowitzki up there, you can't help but think of all the honors that have come his way, despite some pretty significant injury setbacks. A perennial all-star, a gold glover, a silver slugger award winner. This guy can do it all when he's healthy.
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. We all remember when Tulowitzki was traded from the Rockies to the Blue Jays late July of 2015. Seemed weird at the time not seeing him in a Colorado uniform, but it really didn't take him that long to make the transition.
No, it didn't. In his first game in a Blue Jays uniform, he went 3 for 5 with a home run, 2 doubles, 3 RBIs, and 3 runs scored. Now, that's the way you make a first impression.
Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now. Bryce Harper is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0.
Oof. I'll tell you, you do not want to buzz this guy's tower.
In tight. Awfully tight. 2-0 now. Well, in 2015, those lessons were in full evidence. Harper ranked with the top wins above replace. Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Nothing doing here this half. We played 4 full. Abraham Almonte will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Into the seats, 0-1. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Gregory Polanco will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty. It's a big looping curveball. Makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
Tries to drag his way on here, but now he's behind 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Throw on to first to take care of him, and Kershaw is in control now, 2 away.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rougned Odor. He flew out in his last at-bat. In there, strike 1.
Ooh, that is one of the best he's thrown this afternoon.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends. Yasmani Tomas comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Now batting. Designated hitter.
Digging in, David Ortiz. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. High pop up. Bagwell is there for it. 2 down.
Now batting.
Matt Adams is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Jeff Bagwell will stride in as he'll be tasked with starting out things in the Brewers half of the sixth.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Up top, it's 2-0.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally, this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with two good takes.
And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Left fielder.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. He singled his last time up. And that misses inside 1-0.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but...
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. Matt Duffy will dig in now. He's lined out and flied out in 2 trips. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. There to take it in is Harper, and there are 2 away now. Tom Noonan stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball 1. Chris Bryant is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. Miguel Cabrera is also into the ballgame as he'll likely go the rest of the way behind the plate.
Miguel Cabrera.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. 1-1. Here it is. And this one's in the dirt. The throw pulls him off the bag. And he is in there. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Fly ball out to right field. Harper is there. And that retires the side. Milwaukee leaves 1. Didi Gregorius will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fellow on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And they'll chase this one down now out near the 387 sign. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Center fielder. Michael
Now in the
Taylor.
box, Michael Taylor. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Gets the call on the changeup there. 2-1.
Hard to call that an off-speed pitch when it's a changeup at 88. That's a fastball for a lot of guys in this league.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Miguel Cabrera will come on as he's newly into the ballgame, getting his first plate appearance now here in the 6th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Runs up and gets this one down. And Cervelli will have to go to first, and it's a successful sacrifice. George Brett will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Fly ball to straightaway left. Moving under it, Schwarber, and the inning is over. Francisco Cervelli will stand in here to start the seventh. DK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to blink. Neither one of them looking all that tired just yet.
Jorge De La Rosa will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. Francisco Cervelli is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Rolled foul off to the left, so he stays alive. Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
That's a good location for that cutter with 2 strikes. He's either got to take that and hope it's a ball, or he's got to foul that thing off.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Lined hard toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. Ian Desmond comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Swung on and hit in the air to left. Tomas has it in his tracks. 2 gone. Abraham Almonte will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
When he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
And he falls behind 0-2. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And another foul ball. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Gone. Troy Tulowitzki will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. The 0-2 home. Tulowitzki comes up empty there as he swings and misses for the first out.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting.
Yasmani Tomas will get his third shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
Well, on the bright side, I guess, he is putting the ball in play. He's just not getting that solid contact that you're looking for when a guy's really seeing the ball well.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Phillies down in order. Gregory Polanco will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. 1-0 pitch is a splitter in there, 1-1. Now a curveball's in there, 1-2 now.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Drilled on the ground to short, and this is going to find its way into left for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard to start the 8th.
Now batting.
Rougned Odor comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Grounded to the right. Gregorius showing off the range, and he's safe. Jeff Bagwell will step in, a ground out victim as last time. Splitter here, and it's taken for strike 1.
And for Milwaukee, this is a spot where you really need that one key hit.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
That's a good idea, 1-2 right there, just to see if he'd chase. But now with the count even, I think this one has to be in the strike zone because you don't want to run the risk of loading the bases for the cleanup guy.
One there, on to first, and they get the double play. Kyle Schwarber will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball game.
And they better be careful, too, because they haven't gotten him out yet, so this is no small task.
Tap fouled at home plate. De La Rosa comes set. 0-2 on its way.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Way outside. 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Brewers strand 1, but they hold a 2. David Ortiz will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. A little bouncer. Cervelli gonna have to hurry, and he's set down 1 away.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Chris Bryant will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
He's getting a lot of outs right now because he's attacking the hitters. He's not dancing around the zone.
Takes this the other way to right. Oh, and he botches it. Didi Gregorius will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
On his way to pitch number 75.
Nope. Ball 1.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Almonte is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Michael Taylor ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Very weakly on the ground. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
Now batting. Catcher.
Here comes the Milwaukee skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for Jose Fernandez. Miguel Cabrera will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
The 0-1 on its way. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. Where do you think they go from here?
I maybe double up and go back to another off-speed pitch. He didn't handle that one all too well.
Trying to get Cabrera to chase there, but it's 1-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Phillies leave a couple. They're still down. It's 2-0. Leading off the inning, Matt Duffy, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Matt Reynolds will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Matt Duffy is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Hit to short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting. Designated
Tom
hitter.
Noonan stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Ground ball left side. Brett is there for it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Francisco Cervelli digs in now after lining out in his last try. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Mark Melanson is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. George Brett will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the 9th as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. High and deep to right center field. But that'll be off the wall in right center.
Now batting.
Troy Tulowitzki digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Melanson's ready. Here it is on 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nobody out, runner on first. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
The batter.
Bryce Harper will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole. Hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Fielder. Yasmani Tomas.
He's set. Here it comes. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Almonte going back on it at the track. Gone. And we are tied here in the 9th. So a 2-run shot to left center as the Phillies have come back to tie this one at 2.
talk about coming through in the clutch. He found a pitch that he could handle, and he jumped on it. And this is going to tie up this ball game on one big swing of the bat. How about that for your first home run of the year?
This one's flared toward left center. Duffy onto the grass. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Ian Desmond will start things out here in the 10th, and you have to figure this is not a position that he or anyone else on this team, for that matter, expected to find himself in.
Yeah, they had to figure they were home free, but just a dreadful job of sealing things up in the bottom of the 9th. And now they've got to find some way to put that inning behind them and go to work getting themselves at least a run here.
Adam Eaton.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Runs up and gets this one down. Brett scoops it up, and the throw to first will be in time, so they stamp out the bunt attempt.
Now batting.
Gregory Polanco digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Gregorius bare hands it. He's out.
Oh, what a play.
Adam Eaton will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center. Jason Mott will come on here to start the home 10th, and all he's looking to do is get this one to the 11th inning. Chris Bryant is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike one. In the air out to left. Schwarber is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Didi Gregorius will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Hit hard on the ground to second. Odor has it. Throw gets him. 2 down. Michael Taylor gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. First offering on its way. Fly ball heading for the alley. Eaton on the move, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Miguel Cabrera stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball here. 0-1. The 0-1. And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first. Bagwell is there to make the catch, and that means Rougned Odor comes to the plate as the leadoff man here in the 11th inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. 1 away. Jeff Bagwell comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you got to figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Kyle Schwarber ready to try again. Struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Hit on the ground to short. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 hit's all they get. It's getting late. George Brett brings his bat to the plate now to get the bottom of the 11th underway. Then we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Launch to right field and deep. Back goes Polanco, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. So a runner at first now with nobody out. And danger now is standing in as the fine shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. Late square, and this is popped up. throw's going to go on to first, so a perfect sacrifice there as now the go-ahead run moves into scoring position here. Bryce Harper will stand in now, hitless to this point, but with a chance to be a hero here.
Well, he knows better than anybody in that lineup that one swing could make up for a whole game's worth of struggle.
And here's ball 4 now on the intentional walk, so that'll set up the double play possibility with one gone. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
And with the game on the line here, you got to make sure you're going after strikes.
Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Desmond for one. David Ortiz will stand in now in what could be one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game.
And what he has to do right here is put his 0 for 4 out of his mind. He hasn't had the greatest of performances to this point in the game, but he could make up for it with a big hit right here.
Up next for Philadelphia,
Chris Bryant comes to the plate looking to deliver with the bases loaded and 2 men gone.
Well, these are those situations that kids go through in the backyard. Bases juiced, 2 outs. He needs to stay within himself and just focus on making good contact.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, he's still got to make one more big pitch, but this is a great start with the bases loaded.
Struck him out, and the winning run stranded 90 feet away. Matt Duffy will stand in to start out the 12th inning of play, and it starts to become a war of attrition once you've reached this point in the ballgame.
Yeah, we're getting to the point where there's some really tired legs out there on both sides. The bullpens have been working overtime. In fact, even the announcers are starting to get a little bit hoarse.
designated hitter.
Changeup, a little bit inside, 1-0. A look at the hit totals there into extra innings. Oh, on the ground to first. Can this be 2? Tulowitzki for 1. On to first, and it's a well-turned 3-6-1 double play, and quickly there are 2 gone. Francisco Cervelli will stand in now with 2 away, and it's back to the drawing board here following the double play.
Yeah, and that was the 3rd of the game so far, and it's going to be really...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Didi Gregorius is set to take his turn, leading things off as they'll try to walk off winners in the bottom half. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Under this one is Polanco, and he's got it for the first out. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen.
Michael Taylor.
And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Eaton is after it, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with 1 away.
Now batting, catcher
Miguel Cabrera will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Right side, hit hard. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. Zach Duke will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are 2 on with only 1 away.
Your attention, please.
George Brett will be his first assignment here as they'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone.
Well, he's already got 3 hits in this game coming into this at-bat, so we'll see if he can get that 4th now against this new guy.
Up next for
Troy Tulowitzki strides forward in a pivotal moment in this one. High ball game, bases loaded, but the possibility of an inning-ending double play does exist here. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side. Ian Desmond steps in to begin the inning. Rex Brothers will come on now as he'll take over on the mound to begin the lucky 13th inning.
Rex.
Now to the plate, Ian Desmond. He's 1 for 4 for the game. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Hit out towards second. Gregorius has it. Throw on to first. In time, one away.
Now batting.
Adam Eaton will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. In for a strike, it's 1-1.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call him that two-seamer running in.
And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Taylor giving chase, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Up next for Milwaukee, right fielder.
Gregory Polanco is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And he misses with it 1-1.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
Chopped weakly to the left. Brett's got to get rid of it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Yet another shot to end it. Bryce Harper struggling so far in this one. He'll look to erase his 0 for 4 ball game with a base hit right here.
Oh, man, it's never fun to go over, but let's see if he can find a way to climb out of it.
And here's a fastball from Duke to get things started. It's 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. A pause and the 0-2. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Gets a small piece near the plate. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Swing, and he pulls the fastball high in the air toward deep right center. After it is Eaton. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting.
Yasmani Tomas digs in yet again. If you remember, he hit a big home run back in the 9th inning. High and deep to straightaway right. Polanco looking up. Gone! Santa Maria, game over. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
And this is exactly what you're looking for in extra innings. Actually, it's what you're praying for, really. One big swing sends the folks who stayed here home happy as he wins it with the walk-off homer.
Tightly contested ball game here, so it makes it hard to find our top player of the game, but I think this fella right here would seem to be the logical choice.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This